5 out of 5 to start.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen. Up for three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2. Trent outside. Launches a three.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide.
Last 5 buckets have been threes.
2022 proved to be a momentous year for Darius Garland, making his first All-Star game, which had validate all of his hard work so far.
Showing off the dribble moves, able to create for himself. I love it.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Toronto. Fires in the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Garland also managed to make some noise in the All-Star game, Richard.
Yeah, he's certainly He came to play in front of his hometown. He hopped off the bench and dropped 13 points, the most of any reserve player on the squad. It's pretty impressive stuff.
Love finds George. For 4.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Stolen by Anunoby. Down low. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Mitchell's got 11.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers. Now here's Van Vliet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Yep, that one's good.
That makes them 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
The 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out.
Cleveland calls timeout. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Knocks down the long J.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Garland against Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
And Richard, I'm sure Cleveland fans welcome the front office taking the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and they needed to take some aggressive steps, and they did. And now they've got one of the best young core groups in the NBA.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto.
They've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Here's Anunoby. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Achua's checked in for Toronto. That free throw's good from Anunoby. The Cavaliers leading. Knocked away. Porter with it. Picked up by Allen. Throws it up high. Achua with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
He's been pretty careless with the ball. 4 turnovers is a stat you do not want next to your name.
The 3 is up. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 7th assist here tonight. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And the Raptors making a change here. Birch is checked in. Achua passes to Birch. Anunoby against Mitchell. Inside, here's Birch. And the layup is good off the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
George for 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Porter outside. He buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Outside Love. Got a piece of it. Garland finds Allen. 6 on the shot clock. George for 3, and he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Toronto calls timeout.
When you look at the eight.
And in the locker room.
Thank you, Kevin.
He can. D.A., he's special. And thanks for your report. A look at Cleveland's starting group. The 4 and 5 are Love and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's George in at the small forward. And for Toronto, Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now, here's Trent. No good from 18.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Love finds Mitchell. High post try, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Now, here's Trent. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Trent's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Anunoby, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Yep, that one goes.
You know, you're going to have success when you start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I'll tell you cannot fault the defensive effort. Donovan Mitchell is just so good at keeping his concentration through a great contest.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Again, Toronto.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Tipped away. George dishes to Mitchell. On the wing, George shoots. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
Cavaliers moving the ball around. For three, Mitchell hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Raptors now. Barnes passes to Siakam. Took him no time at all on that one.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
George with the bucket.
3.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Here, matched up against Cleveland is how they'll kick off the new season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished. And
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
And here's George. After OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Trent passes to Anunoby on the wing, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's George. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. 9 points for George.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable. That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Cavaliers. Van Vliet. Pass to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You love how Scotty Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scotty.
So hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays. He can get downhill. He can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
Anunoby, no good. Cavaliers leading. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Trent.
Substitution for your Raptors.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace. Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
No, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred VanVleet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Doris, looking back at last year, the Cavs far exceeded expectations.
They played beyond their years. Such a young team that played with such maturity, and that was coming off some very lean years. To me, their talent is unmistakable. Give credit to the organization for drafting well and making key trades that have really elevated this roster.
Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft for that class, he'd be closer to the top.
The Raptors making a switch here. Birch is checked in. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there.
before we...
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been...
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allen gets stuff. And the Cleveland starting five. Love and Allen, the pair down low. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for Toronto, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And Anunoby and Barnes are the forward. Of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that have some turnover or coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
Leonard for three, hits. Factor.
Leonard. 3 points.
And here's Trent. Anunoby for three. Knocks down the triple.
OG Anunoby matching threes. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Drills it from deep. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Leonard outside. Shoots over Anunoby. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old-school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
Anunoby, three-pointer, Van Vliet. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4. They have really found it. A rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Now here's Trent. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
I love the elevation on that shot. Gary Trent Jr. is a big-time scorer.
Leonard for three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Kicks it out to Siakam. And the wrap.
north of the border in Toronto. The setting for the Cavaliers. And we've been waiting for this day for a long It's opening day.
Thanks very much.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The 4 and 5 are Love and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. And for Toronto, Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Siakam in at the center, filling out the middle. Still very early in the season here, but Team Greg beginning to hit their stride and get in.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. Rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint. It's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Garland, the pass to Iguodala. Allen kicks to Iguodala. Shoots over Anunoby. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Allen.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Stolen by Allen. Back to Love. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night.
Here. And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Just look at the achievements of Kevin Love, NBA champion, all-star selections, multiple all-NBA teams. He's in the middle of a Hall of Fame career.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Trent with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Cleveland ball.
And here are the Cavaliers now. And here's Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, a decent shooter from deep. The key for Iguodala is shooting with confidence from there.
Anunoby, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Barnes. No good. Shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it. This, of course, their first chance to take a look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times.